Welcome back to our series on essential oils, which are natural options for health and wellness that come from nature, from trees and plants and grasses and flowers and fruits, and just work in our bodies in a way that medication can't possibly mimic because one is synthetic and one is natural. So we've talked about a little swing fast overview of what oils are. We've talked about my two guys, Balance and Mr. Frank, and of course his sidekick, Wild Orange. I want to talk today about Serenity. Serenity is a lavender-based blend with flowers and a touch of vanilla. That is the restful blend. One of the huge challenges that people that are going through mental health and emotional upheaval experience is that they have trouble sleeping. You can't live on this planet and not feel the effects of the stress all around us. And so I imagine that there are a lot more people these days that have trouble sleeping than there may have been in the past. The Serenity blend, which is interesting because I'm not a lavender person. Most flower oils I don't really care for, except in my Balance because mostly I smell Frank and trees. But this one I like because of its blend, and they put these letters on here in really, really small writing, because they blend these flowers, but there's a couple of things in here that bring in the deeper notes that I love, which are cedar wood and hoe wood, which are trees. And then there's a grass in here that's called vetiver. All of these things work together to create a blend to help bring rest. Now, that might mean in the middle of the day, if you are having a very high anxiety day, that you need some calm. It's not going to put you to sleep if you use this. Think of it as calm. Think of it as rest for your emotions and your brain for a minute and for your body. That might translate into some help throughout the day. And it also is very, very powerful for before you go to bed. Now, again, this guy comes with a little dripper. So there's a lot of ways that we can use this. Most people don't use this internally, and I wouldn't recommend it only because it doesn't really do the thing you need it to do. What we need to rest is more inhalation because that is what's going to calm the brain. I smell the lavender, but I smell something a little deeper and something a little sweeter, which I just love. I think that's the vanilla I'm smelling. It's interesting. Every day you'll smell a little differently just because of how your body is chemically functioning that day. What I love about this is that this is amazing, especially for kids. If you have a diffuser by your bed, if you make a roller, remember those roller tops we've been talking about, where you just can roll it around on the back of your head or on your wrists, drip a couple of drops on your pillowcase. It won't stain, I promise, because remember, essential oils aren't actually oils. They're just called that to really confuse us. The other thing that has just in the last year been created, which is amazing by doTERRA, is this Serenity stick. And basically it is a stick. It looks like kind of deodorant, doesn't it? Which is rest and calming stick with the Serenity added plus valerian root specifically to support your sleeping. You just rub it across the back of your neck. I have a client in a few minutes. Hopefully I won't be asleep when they show up on my Zoom. Just kidding. And give it a few minutes. Do this like while you're I do this on my neck when I put my dogs up. I go into the bathroom and do my face and other stuff, fill up my humidifier. And then by the time it's soaked in and it's starting to show the effects. So 10, 15 minutes. The great thing about this is that this is great for little people. Unless they eat it, which it won't hurt them. It's just be a really expensive snack. They can't spill it everywhere. It's amazing. And I love this so much with the valerian root because I don't know if you've ever done valerian root on its own, but it smells like old, dirty feet. It's awful. But in the stick, you can't smell it. So here's another little funny fact. And I hope I don't get sued for using the brand name. But remember how we talked about Balance before? There's a kind of an old joke that if you take Balance, and let me see if I can turn this the right way so you can see the label, Serenity, you put them together in one roller, half and half, equal parts. We jokingly call this liquid Xanax. Please don't sue me. These roller guys, as I said, if you're going to start using oils, grab a few on Amazon. You can get them in packs of 10 or 20 for very, very little dollars. Just make sure that the top, you want a stainless steel ball. This is going to hold up longer so that you can pop the top out and refill them much easier. It rolls on more smoothly and you don't waste a lot of product that way. It comes out actually slower than the old school plastic on plastic. So if for you, you like lavender or you like flower oils, this might be something that you might be interested in rather than the balance. Together, holy cow. And if sleeping and calm and just rest are something that you are desiring in your life, this is where you want to go. These weren't part of my choices right off the bat, but it was very close. I think by month 3, I had bought in hook, line, and sinker, drank the Kool-Aid, as they say, and had quite a collection going on. But this stick guy, you got to get 1 or 12. These are amazing. So remember, on my website, you can click, it will help get you to doTERRA.com if you want for some more information. If you ever want to meet with me to talk about setting up a plan for you specifically for 1 or 2 or 3, we don't start too many because we get overwhelmed and then we quit. But a couple of places to start. I'm always happy to have that conversation with you because, as I said, these products have helped me so much and I just want to pay it forward. I'll drop some links in the comments to the products that we've talked about. And next week, then we're going to talk a little bit about our whole body wellness to support mental health, meaning if I'm physically feeling better, my mental and emotional health follows too. See you then. Bye-bye.